Already entering June, many of the latest smartphones are sold on the market. Well, for those of you who want to buy a new smartphone in June, the following is a list of recommendations for the best June 2025 cell phones that you can buy. The Xiaomi 15S Pro comes with a 6.73-inch LTPO AMOLED display, 1440 by 3200 pixel resolution, support for 120 Hz refresh rate and Dolby Vision, and peak brightness of up to 3200 nits. The display is also protected with shatterproof glass and comes with anti-reflective technology and automatic brightness adjustment. For the camera sector, the Xiaomi 15S Pro has a triple 50-megapixel rear camera, including a main camera with a Lighthunter 900 sensor, a 50-megapixel ultra-wide, and a 50-megapixel telephoto with 5x optical zoom. The front camera has a resolution of 32 megapixels and is capable of recording 4K video. Powered by Xiaomi's X-Ring 01 chipset built on a 3-nanometer process, the Xiaomi 15S Pro offers excellent performance that can outperform the Snapdragon 8 Elite. Combined with 16 gigabytes of RAM and up to 1 terabyte of storage, the smartphone offers high speed and efficiency. The 6,100 mAh battery with silicon-carbon technology provides excellent power efficiency, capable of lasting a long time with 90-watt fast charging, which charges 37% in 10 minutes and 100% in 180 minutes 42 minutes. The Xiaomi 15S Pro is available in two colors, black and blue. Xiaomi 15S Pro price, starting from $921. The Sony Xperia 1 Mark 7 comes with a 6.5-inch LTPO OLED display, resolving 1080 by 2340 pixels, offering a refresh rate of 120 Hz and HDR-BT.2020 for sharp and dynamic visual quality. The display is protected by Corning Gorilla Glass Victus 2 for scratch resistance. The rear camera features a triple setup of 48-megapixel wide, 12-megapixel telephoto with 3.5x to 7.1x optical zoom, and 48-megapixel ultra-wide, equipped with Zeiss optics, LED flash, HDR, and 4K video recording capabilities. The front camera is 12-megapixel resolution and capable of 4K video recording with 5-axis gyro EIS image stabilization. Powered by the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Elite chipset, 3-nanometer fabrication, with an octa-core CPU and Adreno 830 GPU, the Xperia 1 Mark 7 offers high performance. Internal memory is available in 256 GB or 512 GB with 12 GB of RAM and comes with a micro SDXC slot for storage expansion. The 5,000 mAh battery supports 30-watt fast charging, 50% in 30 minutes, and 15-watt wireless charging. The smartphone is available in three colors: moss green, orchid purple, and slate black, with IP65 or IP68 dust and water resistance. The price of the Sony Xperia 1 Mark 7 starts at $1,658. The Samsung Galaxy S25 Edge comes with a 6.7-inch LTPO AMOLED 2X display, 1440 by 3120 pixels resolution with 120 Hz refresh rate and HDR10+ for crisp and smooth visuals. The display is protected by Corning Gorilla Glass Ceramic 2. The rear camera consists of two lenses, a 200-megapixel main camera with OIS and PDAF, and a 12-megapixel ultra-wide camera. The smartphone can also record videos up to 8K resolution at 30 frames per second and 4K at 30, 60, or 120 frames per second. The front camera is 12 megapixel and supports 4K video recording at 30 or 60 frames per second. Powered by the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Elite chipset, 3nm fabrication, the Galaxy S25 Edge has an octa-core CPU consisting of two 4.47 GHz cores and six 3.53 GHz cores, as well as an Adreno 830 GPU. Internal memory is available in 256 GB or 512 GB with 12 GB of RAM, but without a microSD card slot. The 3,900 mAh battery supports 25-watt fast charging, capable of charging up to 55% in 30 minutes, as well as 15-watt wireless charging. The Galaxy S25 Edge comes in three colors: titanium icy blue, titanium silver, and titanium jet black. The price of the Samsung Galaxy S25 Edge starts at $1,191. The Vivo IQO Neo 10 comes with a 6.78-inch AMOLED display with a resolution of 1260 by 2800 pixels and a refresh rate of 140 Hz, providing a smooth and sharp visual display. The display also supports HDR with a peak brightness of 4,400 nits and is protected by Shield glass. For cameras, the IQO Neo 10 is equipped with dual rear cameras, a 50-megapixel main camera with OIS and PDAF, and an 8-megapixel ultra-wide camera. The front camera has a resolution of 32 megapixels, is capable of recording videos up to 4K at 30-60 frames per second, and comes with gyro EIS for stabilization. Powered by the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8S Gen 4 chipset, 4nm fabrication, combined with an octa-core CPU and Adreno 825 GPU, the IQO Neo 10 offers high performance. The internal memory is available in 128 GB to 512 GB, with 8 GB to 16 GB of RAM, and uses UFS 4.1 technology. The battery is a large-capacity 7,000 mAh with 120-watt fast charging support, capable of 50% charge in 15 minutes and 100% in 180 minutes 36 minutes. The smartphone comes in four colors: Inferno Red, Titanium Chrome, Blaze Orange, and Onyx Black. Vivo IQO Neo 10 price starts at $393. The Realme GT 7T is equipped with a 6.8-inch AMOLED display, which has a resolution of 1,200 by 2,800 pixels and supports 120 Hz refresh rate, HDR10+, and Dolby Vision for crisp and clear visuals. The display has a peak brightness of 6,000 nits and is protected by armor shell glass. The rear camera consists of two lenses, a 50-megapixel main camera with OIS and PDAF, and an 8-megapixel ultra-wide camera with a 112-degree viewing angle. The front camera has a resolution of 32 megapixels and supports 4K video recording at 30 or 60 frames per second. Powered by a MediaTek Dimensity 8400 Max chipset, 4nm fabrication, with an octa-core CPU and Mali G720MC7 GPU, the Realme GT 7T offers excellent performance. Internal memory is available in 128 GB to 512 GB, with 8 GB to 12 GB of RAM, using UFS 4.0 on the 256 GB and 512 GB variants. The battery is a 7,000 mAh capacity that supports 120-watt fast charging, capable of 50% charge in 15 minutes and 100% in 180 minutes 42 minutes. The smartphone comes in 3 colors: Ice Sense Black, Ice Sense Blue, and Racing Yellow. The price of the Realme GT 7T starts at $393 US.